Out of this £6 part lot, which is by far one of the best deals I got on eBay, this is the one I'm most excited about. This is the iPhone 5S that was found in the River Dart. I'll be taking this apart and seeing if I can repair it or salvage any other parts. The other phones may be repaired in another video. This phone is the IMO Dash found underwater in the Tynemouth Pier. The outside looks fine, but when you take the back off, there is clear evidence of water damage. These two are the Vodafone Smart Turbo 7 phones. One was involved in a mountain bike accident, the other one fell off the roof of a house. If I can get these working, they will be donated to a hospital for a charity called Tins Tablets, a charity on behalf of a person I went to school with who unfortunately passed away. This iPhone SE is quite good condition, as you can see, but it's stuck on the Apple logo at the moment. With all that being said, let's get to work on the 5S. As you can see, this phone is heavily rusty and water damaged, as you would expect after being in the river for so long. Let's strip it down completely and take a look. Waves into the night on the beaches of Hawaii. Drinks in Ibiza, anywhere you wanna go, baby, you just let me know. Sunny Indonesia. I successfully removed the logic board after a lot of rusty screws that stripped quite easily. Successfully salvaged the board and I retrieved the SIM card, so if by some miracle I do get it working, I can hopefully contact the original owner and get them to remove the iCloud. All original clips and screws are in the phone, which indicates that it hasn't been taken apart before. The camera looks to be in good shape, so maybe I can get that working if nothing else. I will also attempt to put the old front camera and ear speaker assembly in the phone to keep some originality, as hopefully I can get that working, even though the connection is a bit rusty. I'm now going to clean up the back and the case with some soapy water to hopefully get it a bit cleaner. And I also have a mint housing from an iPhone 5S that went through a washing machine, so I'll be testing out this board in that housing. I wanted to be here by my side, my tropical love. I am now cleaning the board with some isopropyl alcohol, which is known to remove corrosion. With light brushing, hopefully I can remove most of the corrosion from the board. The back of the iPhone will get cleaned with soapy water to attempt to get rid of the rusty staining and to hopefully get it to look a bit better than it did at first. I'm also doing the same to the rubber case, which will hopefully be usable on an iPhone 5 or 5S in my collection. The back of the iPhone is already looking in better shape. Here I am putting the board loose into the test housing and putting a battery and charger port from an iCloud Box Donor 5S in to test out the board after letting it dry for 24 hours. I will charge the battery in the Donor 5S first. I am now swapping out the charger port from my old personal 5S, my first ever 5S that I attempted to fix and failed when I was younger, breaking the Touch FPC connector. As you can see, to my absolute amazement, the River iPhone is showing life. I honestly can't believe that this rusted, flooded phone is showing life. That is absolutely amazing and I didn't even expect it. As you can see, it's the same logic board from the River phone and you can see all the rust, so I'm not faking this in any way, shape or form. Anywhere you wanna go, baby, you just let me know. I am now taking apart a dead space grey iPhone 5S that has a faulty battery and no screen will click into it. and I'm going to use the housing in some part to put the River 5S logic board into.
We've got just one life, baby, so live it up, take it one day at a time. Keep it shining like the stars we see above. I want it to be.
After doing that repair, it's time to test it again. For some reason, it's not showing any signs of life, which commonly happens to phones that have been treated for water damage after they first show life. I'll try to change the charger port and do some other fixes on and off camera. The 5S batteries I had on hand in other phones and they weren't working either, which prompted me to try a different battery, which after charging in an iPhone 5C that I saw working, it didn't work in the River phone. I tried the batteries in my other iPhone 5Ss and they also did power on. I also tried multiple different chargers, but the River phone still didn't work.
You'll be here by my side, my tropical love.
Tested the phone again, but no luck. I go through the box of 5S parts I had specifically for this project and took a screen which was previously in a water damaged phone, and my thought process was that two water damaged phones make a good match, which clearly wasn't correct. This screen's touch didn't work, but the LCD did function just fine. I thought I did see a flicker on the screen when I was trying to power on the River phone, but I didn't see any real sign of life.
Drinks in Ibiza, anywhere you wanna go, baby, you just let me know. Sunny Indonesia, don't say no. Sipping on tequila, anything you wanna see, be there in a heartbeat. Just say the words and we can go. We've got just one life, baby, so live it up, take it one day at a time. Keep it shining like the stars we see above. I wanted to be here by my side, my tropical love.
I tested another charger port and some different chargers to see if this would resolve the problem, but it didn't. Let's try something else. I tried the battery and the screen in a different 5S and it worked, so it's clearly just the River phone not working, which is unfortunate, but the sign of life was such a surprise and it definitely gave me hope and motivation to try all the other fixes that I tried.
I got a one-way ticket to explore the world tonight. I want you back, so come with me. Don't look back.
I've concluded is that this charger port and this black screen doesn't work, and at the time I thought that this charger port might as well not work, so I decided that I would try a known working one that I had tested in other phones.
Keep it shining like the stars we see above. I wanted to be here by my side.
I tested one last thing with the known working charger port, and I noticed that the metal connections for the speaker are at a different angle than the other charger ports, so I thought that might make a difference, as it could be a different charger port. I will maybe make another video on this phone and the rest of the phones in the £6 job lot, but the sign of life I did get from this river phone was definitely a big win for me. I will treat the phone with isopropyl alcohol again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing for more content like this, and if you did like this video, please leave a thumbs up and consider sharing with people who might also like my content. I will leave my social media links in the description. I'm more active on Twitter than anything else, so you can keep up with my projects and my side projects that I don't make videos on, or you can see my projects before I do get around to making videos on them.